We're across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Indianapolis Colts and the New York Giants. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. At
their own 21-yard line.
First down throw for Mayfield. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. O'Shane Ximines in there to bury him for a loss of 11. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
That's complete to his running back, Taylor. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a third down.
He'll air this one out for Kirk. It got his man complete. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. So a little extra on top of the big play there.
It's tough for guys rushing the passer, but you have to know when the ball is gone. And if you listen, officials will tell you ball's gone. He didn't pull up.
Mayfield on first down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Cooper Kupp there, but it'll be second down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
On second down, Mayfield again. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. He was going right back to Cooper Kupp, and that takes us from second to third down.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there.
And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Cooper Kupp, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts are going to take a first-quarter lead. And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy.
Makes the score Colts 7, Giants 0. Rodrigo Blankenship.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down.
He's taken down.
Not a whole lot of room to maneuver there, and I think that's because everyone took care of their responsibilities, filled their gaps, held their place. No place for him to run.
Yeah, looked good. Everything got funneled to the nose tackle. They swallowed him up. Third and 2. Love with it. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. They get 9 yards there, and they get a first down. Play fake. Here's Love. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Love from the gun. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. They just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards. To the air again, Love. That's caught at the 3. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
Oh, you got to do better than that. Leads to 2nd and goal at the Colts 3-yard line.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Giants nothing.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They will throw again here with Jordan Love. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
This Colts D up to the challenge so far, but they need another stop here on 3rd and goal. Going back to Love. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. Deron Payne able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that will bring up 4th down. And the 13-year man puts it through, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. That will go down as a 15-play drive, and it results in 3 points. So some disappointment.
It's funny, we had our conference before the game with the offensive coordinator, and what did he tell us? I just want every drive to end in a kick, right? An extra point, a punt, or a field goal. Well, in this case, I think it is a little bit of a disappointment because it did end in a kick, but that type of a drive should end in the end zone.
They go play action here on 1st down. Rolling to his right. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. They'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And this will get him all the way inside the Giants' 10.
But Baker Mayfield only 6'1", but he can certainly sling it. And we saw evidence of that right there.
And I tell you from our broadcast booth, because we're pretty close to the 50, we had the best view, a bird's-eye view of that throw. That was an absolute thing of beauty to watch. Never ceases to amaze me, the arm strength of these guys.
And that one, and even 60 yards in the air. Wow.
He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know, they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game.
The score, Colts 14. Giants 3.
Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off.
Here's Dante Pettis on the return.
And he returns this to the 22.
Pettis on the return. The Giants take over 1st and 10.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. And he ran right through one tackle as he fights forward for a gain of 7. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Working out of the gun. Love. Open target here, Darius Slayton. Room here to run. And he'll be taken down, but first he gets deep into Indianapolis territory. It's a big-time play there for the G-Men. 41 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
At the 7-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Julian Blackmon. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions quote-unquote go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Mayfield setting up the screen to Kelly. And fighting down inside the 25. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield.
That's complete to Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half.
The 40-yard line.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 2 yards, good enough for a first. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter.
But that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Mayfield. They'll get this one to Cup, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. Flush to his right. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He'll run it. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. 4 receivers now, 3 to the right, 1 to the left. 2nd down and 4. To throw, Mayfield. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Christian Kirk as the first half is winding down. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. And oh, it's no good on the PAT. So they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
Pettis now on the return.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Pettis on the return. The Giants take over 1st and 10.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. Pettis now on the return.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Love now to pass on 1st down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Now 2nd and 6 at the 30-yard line.
From the gun, Love. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Khari Willis gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Kenny Moore that time there on the coverage.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
How about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And they will be slammed now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Well, they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go. And the ball comes out. Love lost it. But I believe the Giants got this back, and they will hold on to the possession. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Well, the second down throw on target. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Brings up third down.
Operating from the gun. Love. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. He hit his first. Now this from 43. Gano's kick is good. And that will close the gap down to 14. So another good job defensively because they've allowed 3 trips into the red zone, but only the 2 field goals.
Yeah, that's the bend but don't break, isn't it? And they really didn't get broken at all because if you're running off the field having allowed 2 field goals and 3 trips in the red zone, you've actually come out ahead.
Yeah, flip it over to the other side. The offense, they'll hope to cash in for 6 next trip.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. A second down throw for Mayfield. He's going to fire this thing deep right side. He's got a man. Complete. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one good for 37 yards.
First down, Indianapolis.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 27-yard line. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march.
First down.
Now we've got whistles and a flag. Looked like one of the Colts linemen might have jumped. A full start backs him up 5. First and 15.
Going to the air again with Mayfield. And this is caught at the 8. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
At the 8-yard line.
And again, it's Mayfield. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. O'Shane Jimenez picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, it took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Mayfield just getting the play off. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Christian Kirk with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Colts are able to grow their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Giants take over 1st and 10.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Now a 2nd down throw for Love here. That's complete to Slayton. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. Love from the gun. Catch made by Slayton. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. And make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Again, it's Love. Open receiver, that's Caden Smith, the tight end. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. On 1st and 10, Love. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. It's been all passing all the time on this drive. 5 for 5, and now 1st and goal.
Feels like a case of until they stop us, we might as well keep running the offense and we like to run. Don't change up and do something different just because you think you need to.
Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. 2nd down. Love. His pass caught at the 4. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Jarvis Landry, his 1st touchdown of the year.
And the Giants are able to draw a bit closer.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
Touchdown here to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Play fake, Mayfield. Caught by Cup. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Another first down there as this one goes for 25. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
From the gun, Mayfield. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Lorenzo Carter able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
Now he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Cooper Kupp, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Colts add on to their lead.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing. And the ball comes out. Love lost it. And the Colts pick it up. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Cooper Kupp there to make the grab. And the Colts use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning, right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Love now on second down. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. Avoids him at the 40. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
And the ball comes out. Love lost it. And the Colts pick it up. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
For the extra point.
So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear it. Looking for his receiver, Sharp, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Corey Willis. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete. Cooper Kupp was his intended target. And it's second down.
Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
But they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them.
And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Well, they mentioned this week, Charles, they had a couple kinks on offense that they wanted to fix. I would say they're pretty well fixed.
There's no doubt about that. I mean, just about everything they've run has been successful in this one. And if I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm done with this, right? I have no answers for anything. In fact, I'd probably send a note to the clock operator. Let it run.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. To throw on second down. Love. Quick hitter here. It's complete. He'll be hit down at the 33. 5 yards on the play.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Working out of the gun. Love. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
That's a whole lot of points still to be down. But congratulations. congratulations, they're still fighting, and they scored another touchdown.
My old high school coach used to say, Charles, he said, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, and sometimes you wish you never had showed up.
Could have saved the gas money, the hotel, what have you, huh?
Taken in at the 3. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. There were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. On third down, Mayfield going up top for Kupp. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not in their head coach's